I know it's a bit of a different hey, but I took it from her.
Hello, hello, hello!
Anyways, today I'm going to tell you where I went during my Easter break. You might not want to miss this. It was a surprise. This is 27th of March, packing just before the journey. The next day morning, the sky was so beautiful, as if it was getting ready to go on the trip with me. Got ready with my bags and waited patiently till my ride comes. After a couple of hiccups and trouble rides, finally my ride is here, straight to the airport.
Yes.
First things first, I had to check my weight, and then I checked in my luggages. And then the waiting game begins. After I checked in through the gates, I waited patiently for my flight. Man, I'm super excited. So while I'm here, I'll tell you my story. Like I said, this is a surprise visit. No one knows that I'm coming except one person. And I have 3 flights to catch today. The first one got delayed. And the first one is from Wellington to Auckland. After some time, we started boarding the flight. And finally, we are off. I can't get over the fact how beautiful New Zealand is from the sky. After about an hour and 15 minutes, we landed in Auckland. Like I said, the flight was delayed. There's a 15 minutes walk to the international terminal, and I had only 1 and 15 minutes for the transfer because of the delay of the flight. There was a huge line at the immigration. I wasn't expecting that at all. As a result, I had to run from immigration to the other end of the airport. My gate was the one before the last. I had to run all the way. Finally, I see the flight. They were actually waiting for me. And yeah, a couple of others from Wellington flight. Damn, that was a run. I think I almost completed my 10,000 step count on that day.
Oh, from Wellington.
Finally, I'm on board. And off we go. Bye-bye, New Zealand. It had rained outside, and I didn't even realize until I got into the flight. As soon as we took off, we got lunch served. I was so hungry after running all that. So I quickly finished my lunch. First time I came across a flight giving desserts. It was really a sweet treat. After 10 hours, we got dinner just before we land at my destination, Singapore. We were already late, so instead of going to duty free, I rushed to my gate as I had a little bit of less than 1 hour for my next flight. And finally, taking the flight to final destination. Man, I have no words for that feeling. After another 3 hours, I'm really close to my final destination, the place I call home. It feels like last couple of seconds takes way too long. I got no words to explain the feeling just before you land home. Finally, I'm home. The airport was so crowded than the last time as I remember. And then I remember last time it was during COVID, so makes sense. That was 2 years before. If you still don't know, this is Sri Lanka. The story is no one knows I'm coming except my cousin. He's coming to pick me up. After collecting the bags, I came out and met my cousin. My local SIM was not working, so I had to rely on him finding me. Finally, he's here. By the time he picked me up, it was almost 1 a.m. Damn, it was so good to see him after 2 years. Off we went to my place and woke my sister up. Damn, I love giving surprises. This was her reaction.
Body कोई बैग दे कोई नहीं तेरे
Hi.
नहीं काम नहीं वो आई दिन body कोई बैग
And then it was time to wake my parents up.
Good morning. What a good morning කියන්න බැරි වුණානේ ඉතින් මම ඇවිල්ලා කියලා
They were so cute. From that time onwards, no one actually slept. Everyone kept on talking. My mother made milk rice next day morning just because I love it. And in the morning, I went to surprise someone else too. And this is the reaction I got. I can't explain how happy I was to be back home. It's been a long time since I've been in the back of my father's car. Feels so good. This was my best friend's engagement, who had no idea that I would just show up. Unfortunately, I couldn't record the way they got surprised, but so good to be there on their special day. And then got one of my teeth removed and stayed home for a couple of days. After a couple of days, we went to a temple and I asked my cousins to come over for a dinner as well. And there was something that I didn't know. Yep, they were surprising me with a birthday cake. Hold on, people. My birthday was not there yet. My birthday is today. But since I stayed only 1 week, they wanted to celebrate. More than anything, I was happy they were happy.
Happy birthday, dear mommy. Happy birthday to me.
It was a good time. It was good to collect some memories before I leave.
இந்த මේකේ එතකොට ඔක්කොම ටිකද
ඒක නිකන් පොඩි කාලේ මේක කරනවා
By now, I didn't have much time left. I had only 2 days left, so I couldn't meet my second family. So, spent most of my time with my family. Went out, gathered some stuff to take back. Oh yeah, and ate so well. Damn, I miss the food already. It was time to pack my bags. Just before I leave, I wanted to capture some memories of my home. Finally, it is the time. Since the first time, this part is the hardest part for me. It's life. Driving back to the airport was hard, and the final goodbye was the hardest. I'm gonna miss you all. Walk back to the gate was very slow, and that final look just before I leave. And it is time to take off, leaving your loved ones behind. just like that, I left home. After sleeping for a couple of hours, I saw the sun rising above Singapore. Yep, back in Singapore. Now, I have 12 hours to spend in Singapore. Well, this is one reason I always come through Singapore. You have plenty of things to do here. First, let me take a selfie. After a long call, I started exploring Singapore airport. Even though I have been here before, it's always nice to go back to all those places again. Next, I went to the famous jewel. There's a little bit of a walk towards the jewel, but then again, that's not so bad. Like I said before, Singapore had become very crowded as well. It's really crowded, not like last time I remember. And finally, entering this magical world. I realized that everyone here either carries a tripod or a phone holder or a gimbal. Looks like people has evolved. While exploring the jewel, I found out the place I had breakfast when I was going through Singapore for the first time in 2019, and they still have the same exact toast. That's wild. After that, I head back to the airport and found this famous waterfall. Pretty cool, eh? By now, I had only a couple of hours left before my next flight. So, next I took the SkyTrain for my departure terminal through the jewel. This never gets old. I had done this before, but I'll do it again and again. Since I had more time, I found this amazing indoor garden as well. It had a sky that changes. That was pretty cool. Finally, I'm in the flight, and what better way to tell you that you are about to go to your second home. Off we go. After dinner, I had a very good sleep until we were about to enter New Zealand. I know I left home, and also I know I'm about to land in my second home. It was a bit of a mixed feeling. And just like that, I landed in Auckland and boarded to my last flight to Wellington. So, that's how I spent my Easter break. All I could bring back was memories. I don't know about you, but for me, leaving home always breaks my heart. Maybe that's why they say, home is home. Till next time, people. Peace out.